In this video, we're going to review the RSI overbought, oversold trading bot we have developed at tradersmarket.io. We're going to go over the strategy, we're going to explain how RSI works, and we're also going to backtest it in MetaTrader5. We're going to see how it performs on last year's history. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If you want to see what trading bots we have at tradersmarket.io, there's going to be a link in the description so you can check them out, and also join the Discord community where we basically share all the trading ideas, how we optimize trading bots, we share our results with many other traders. So there's going to be a link below, check it out and join the Discord community. So let's start with this strategy. This is the RSI overbought, oversold strategy, and before we dive deep into the strategy itself, we're going to explain what RSI is all about. Here we have some kind of an infographic that's going to help me explain this formula a bit better. So RSI is basically trying to give you a picture on what is the momentum and what is the pressure in the market. So there is the buying and there is the selling pressure. So how is the RSI value calculated? So what the RSI gets is it looks at the average gain divided by average loss. So if you're getting the period 14, it's going to take the average gain of the last 14 candles and then the average loss of the last 14 candles, and it's going to plug it into this formula. At the end, you're going to get the RSI value. Now, how does that look in practice? In practice, if you see market moving up, you are going to see mostly RSI also moving up like this, okay? It's going to move up again. You see it moving up, but it doesn't mean that it's going to go above this right here. Although maybe the highest high is higher than this right here, it doesn't mean that RSI is going to get higher. And this is why RSI is very interesting and you can make a ton of strategies with RSI. The simplest one is to get and see these overbought and oversold levels. And this is what this strategy is all about. So there are two levels. One is the overbought, and it is this line, and this one is oversold. So when it crosses the overbought, that means it is actually, people are buying it too much, and we're not sure it's gonna sustain going up anymore, okay? So that is potentially a selling signal. On the other hand, if you take the oversold, that means people are selling that asset too much. And so we are not sure if it's going to go down anymore. Maybe there is a right signal to actually buy it because it's going to go up. So this strategy is, I think, as old as the EMA crossovers go, and it is very widely used, especially I would say in stock trading. But also in FX, which we focus on, it is widely used and people trade it a lot, of course, with some kind of confirmation. If you just go and buy as soon as it drops, or you sell as soon as it goes up, that's not going to be a profitable strategy for sure. You need more confirmation. Basically, what are the rules of this strategy? So the RSI overbought, oversold works like this. So you have two levels. These levels you can change, but mostly they are going to be 70 and 30. RSI goes from 0 to 100, and your price is going to go, okay, and your RSI is going to be going also. As price goes up, it's going to probably get into overbought, it's going to go down, etc., etc. Okay, so in the overbought and oversold scenario or strategy, what we are trying to capture are these moments right here. So if it's overbought, then we're trying to sell. If it's oversold, let's say it goes like this and like this, we're trying to buy. As I said, we need confirmation, and confirmation is going to be in terms of engulfings and pin bar patterns, okay? And this is basically what the strategy is all about. It is very simple, it is very popular, and you probably have heard about it. Now we're going to go over MetaTrader5 and see how it works in practice. So now we are in strategy tester and we picked the RSI overbought, oversold trading bot. Here we're going to test it on Euro US dollar. The time frame is we set it to 1 minute, but from the inputs we can actually pick 15 minutes. So let's change to that. We're gonna look at 2025 to 2026. We're gonna trigger the visual mode so you can see the trades being opened. And then we're starting with $1 million balance, and these are all standard settings. So let's now go to the inputs and see what are the inputs you have when you're trading the RSI trading bot. So first of all, you have the time frame. This is the time frame that is operating on, very standard. Then the RSI period, we're using the period of 7 in this parameter set. Then we have the RSI lower and the higher level, and these are 70 and 30 as I described in the actual presentation. These are very popular levels, but yeah, you can do 80-20 or whatever you pick through optimization. All the other parameters are the same ones that we have for each one of the trading bots. So if you're interested in learning about all of these, then check out the video in the description, or search for like how to optimize trading bots or all the features our trading bots have, and you're going to be able to see basically explanation for each one of these. Okay, basically these are the only settings that change because of this strategy. Everything else is the same. As I mentioned, we are definitely looking to have some price action confirmation, and right here you can see signal confirmation type is engulfing pattern confirmation. So we're going to go look for engulfing patterns before we actually enter the trade, and the engulfing pattern needs to happen within 5 candles of the overbought or oversold. So in practice, how does this look? This looks like this. So it's like, let's say you have your RSI going like this and you get into oversold. So when you get into oversold, it is this time here, or the candle that is here. And let's say you have the candle like this. So what does it mean that you have 5 candles to find the price action confirmation? It means that it's going to happen at least 5 candles before or 5 candles after the initial cross to the oversold section or overbought. So 5 candles before or after, you need to see that price action like the engulfing candle happened, which means that there was, let's say here we're looking to buy, so we're looking to have a bullish engulfing candle like this. And if we see that on that candle, or we saw it 1 candle before or 1 after, so we're going to be looking 5 candles, okay, in difference, then we are going to be able to enter the trade, buy right here, and wait for price to go up. So that is basically it. Again, as I said, all the other settings are standard. Now we're going to go and run the backtest. Okay, so let's start the visual mode and the backtest. So as you see, I'm going to slow it down a bit. You are going to be able to see the ATR because we're using that for stop loss, and you're going to see the RSI right here. As you can see, there are overbought sections, oversold, etc. So let's wait a bit more and see if we are opening any trades right here. Okay, so right here, as you can see, there was the oversold happening. And after that, we saw the engulfing candle right here. Very, very clear and nice engulfing. So when we see this, what we are going to do is we're going to open a buy right here. Stop loss is defined by the ATR. And now we're waiting to see what happens. So this hit the stop loss, but it then went up. But that is how some trades go. So now we can speed it up and see what is the end result. So as you can see, the backtest finished. Now we can close this visual mode and we can see the results. If we go to backtest, you can see there was a $700,000 net profit. So that's a 70% or 72% roughly return on a $1 million account in 1 year. You can see here all the stats, like the short trades one is 25%, long trades one much higher, 40%, profit trades and loss trades percentage wise you can see, you know, the average profit rate, the average loss, etc. It's always also interesting to look at stats like, okay, so this is again, MetaTrader5 is bugging a lot here, but yeah, now it shows nicely. So you can see right here how much money you've made each month, and you know, also by the day, are there like more profitable days, or days where you are clearly making more losses. So you can analyze this, and by that you can decide what are the good optimization metrics. Okay, so this is one backtest. You should definitely run on more currency pairs. You should optimize it for your own target assets, but this was just an example on what it can do on Euro US dollar on just one trading pair in 1 year. So one thing I wanted to mention is that the risk to reward was 1-4, which is very good, and this captured very nice profits. So as you can see in the graph, there were some losses which were, you know, hitting the account, but just by a little. And then when it started, you know, capturing the profits and having profitable trades, it was spiking very nicely, because again, as I said, it's 1-4 risk to reward, which means you risk 1 R and in profit you can get 4 R. So this is basically it regarding RSI overbought oversold strategy. If you want to check out all the other strategies, again, go to tradersmarket.io, and if you want to join the Discord community, there is going to be a link below in the description. Also, check out all the videos for our other trading strategies if you want to learn how our strategies work and you want to see their backtesting results. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.